classic car movement probably hadn't really taken off at that stage.
Well, I earned a fair amount of money in the evenings helping other people with their projects, to help pay the mortgage and keep the wolf from the door, which led up to me helping someone with an XK140 Roadster Jaguar that won a concours, and that same guy had industrial units on a farm at Ivor. So in 1990, on my 30th birthday in August, that's when I started.
1990?
Yeah, so that's...
okay, classic cars were definitely a thing by 1990.
Oh yeah, well this car, well they always were really. I mean, I had an interest the whole time.
I'm thinking, say, people working at Rolls Royce, you could have probably bought 40s and 50s Rolls Royces relatively cheaply, or could you actually?
No, there was the collector market has always been there. I think since the dawn of motoring, the people interested in those are not necessarily interested in efficient forms of transport. They just love the machine, the aesthetics, the stories, and the history. But yeah, in the evenings I used to help people with their projects just to keep the wolf.
People, as in who worked in the factory as well?
No, never. There was a network of maybe even be normal garages that did maybe. Well, take it. There was one guy I did an RS 2000 for. It got damaged and they wanted a traditional panel beater to beat it out. Yeah. And then he would say, "I've got a friend that also needs a car doing." And
yes. One would lead to
the other. Particularly with the XK140 Roadster that I helped restore and that won the concours, the guy was going, "You should work on your own. You'll get much more money. And you've got freedom and all that." And so that's when I took the plunge at my 30th birthday.
And you went, right, I'm setting out.
That's it. I started up with £400 and a pile of panels to repair. And then within no time at all, the cars started coming,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once they saw the work, you probably
that's
had.
it, yeah. Word got round. That's it, yeah.
And how, because I think people don't understand how hard it is to run and set up a business yourself.
Yeah.
Particularly in an area where you kind of have quite fussy customers who expect everything for nothing almost. I mean, classic car people are good in a sense.
Yeah.
They do appreciate what goes into things, but it's still a difficult enough.
It's very well. I'm relatively recently I'm coming away from the full restorations because you've only got to have, say, for instance, a trimmer that goes rogue, and you're £7,000 out of pocket. Yeah. And I speak from experience, and I won't name names, but he knows who he is for doing an appalling job, and then obviously you never recover from that with the customer, no matter how you go forward with it. So I've decided that what I'm going to concentrate on for the rest of my time is training people and the craft that I know, the specialised metalwork.
But you work on all kinds of cars.
Oh yeah, all sorts, and even making props for the film industry. So from going back, the first big one was Captain America's shields for the films, the Melting Mirror, Snow White and the Huntsman, and then the Royal College of Art sometimes send their students to us, which includes the current head designer at Bentley, who's now there. And they come to learn the skills of the metalwork or insights into the skills, because obviously.
I was thinking that. I mean, if you went to Rolls Royce or Bentley today, how many metal workers?
I don't know. I'd love to have a look around actually and see. But the South Korean boy Ho, who usually I charge them, these people that come to me, but he taught me. He's this guy's a genius, and I think he's keeping Bentley on course. If you look at some of the beautiful, outrageous designs right now. Yeah. And I could see his presence in those designs.
Yeah, and funny enough, we've interviewed Graham Hull, who's the head designer for Rolls Royce for 20 years, and he likes what Bentley are doing with modern, futuristic.
There was something very special about him. He was drawing back from, the design studios and the older coach builders, people like Fagoni and Falaschi, how they shocked people at the time, and
Even now, when you see some of those cars, you go, "Wow, is that even real?"
They're still from the future, aren't they?
They are. Or can it even go on the road?
Yeah, but this gets you many places, and being. I'm not the only one that does this, but being a slight dodo. In fact, I don't know any other ex-Mulliner Park Ward panel beaters that are still out there. maybe 2 in Australia.
How many of you would there have been?
Oh, God. I don't know, 40 at any one time there.
So the division of the company would have been panel beaters, interiors, the engines would have...
Well, there were two main unions there, and our union, which contained the sheet metal workers and the panel beaters, was one, and then you had body builders, and they were the ones that did the inner structures, and there was a sort of fine line between what we did and what they did. You know, and it all worked, and their union would have contained at times the trimmers, the electricians. I could go on forever about that, but 2 main unions that were there, you know.
But there was a community atmosphere.
Oh my God, yeah.
The best car going.
Oh yeah, we knew there was no room for bodgers. That's the truth, and you had to keep the standard up. You know.
Yeah.